Watching my videos on aircraft that I've designed in flyout, I always talk about aircraft statistics. I end each section by talking about endurance, but how do we calculate endurance? Well, flyout does it for us, but in reality, it has to do with flying in the bucket or at L over D max. Welcome back to the Aviarter, because flying is as much art as science. I'm a flight instructor with over 1,000 hours of instruction given, and today we're talking about lift over drag. Let's start with basics. Lift is one of the four fundamental forces acting on airplanes in flight. It is what wings generate that make an airplane go up. Drag is the force pulling an airplane backwards or resisting its forward motion through the air. While the opposite of lift is gravity and the opposite of drag is thrust, an airplane generating lift also generates drag. Drag, though, comes in two flavors: induced and parasitic. Induced drag is drag that's generated through the generation of lift. The change in pressure over the wings generates wingtip vortices, which create that induced drag, among other things. As an airplane gets slower, the angle of attack also increases in order to maintain the same amount of lift. Since the more of the wing is impacting the air, it generates more drag and increases induced drag. Conversely, parasitic drag is the drag that's created by the aircraft moving through the air. Sticky outy bits like landing gear, pitot probes, engine nacelles, and even the fuselage itself all add to parasitic drag. Parasitic drag increases with airspeed since the air has a harder time getting out of the way of these sticky outy bits. Therefore, a graph of aircraft drag looks like this. Where the induced drag line meets the parasitic drag line is where the aircraft finds the L over D max, and therefore its maximum endurance, and it's correlated to an airspeed. Airspeed slower than this will require more power to stay airborne at these slower speeds, and it's called flying behind the power curve. To find your L over D max and flyout, make sure you open the flight menu and watch the L over D box. To find your L over D max, start at your slowest flyable airspeed, usually VR, and increase your speed while maintaining altitude. You'll notice that the number increases until it starts to decrease again. The maximum value will correlate to an airspeed. Notate that airspeed, and that is your maximum endurance speed. One note of caution: you can use either indicated airspeed or true airspeed, but there is a difference, so make sure that you're consistent with one or the other. I prefer indicated airspeed since that's what I use when I'm flying my real airplanes. The difference of indicated and true airspeed is for a future video. And that is how the lift over drag curves affect flight. What questions do you have? Leave them in the comments section and I may answer them in a future video. As always, please like and subscribe. It helps to grow the channel and lets me put out more videos like this. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.